Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing the United States No Blur. It's a map by Semi 3-minute time challenge, and we're literally just gonna, practice the United States again. Obviously, whenever we do a USA map, it seems like most people get over 20,000. We tend to have a lot of people in the 24K range. So that's why we retired this map originally. But I feel like not playing this for as long as we did, and obviously we've been playing a lot more recently, but when we did take our original break of like 6 months from it, we definitely lost a lot of the spunk we had before we retired the map. So in honor of trying to get back to where we once were in the United States, which honestly might just come down to luck, we decided to play a few rounds here and there. Probably more along the lines of where we keep Mountainous World in the rotation. Kind of like a once a month deal. Now we don't have an area code, which scares me. Because that usually means we end up in a place that only has one area code. And while we do end up in some pretty shitty locations, hopefully we're able to, figure out where the fuck we are. 7.5 ton slow children, which are worth 10 points. Get it, you get it. If you don't ask. We'll see if we can figure it out. I'm a terrible person. Terrible person. Obviously, we didn't find anything going west, so let's head east. Maybe it's the same bit of nothing. Maybe. If I had to throw down a guess right now, I'd definitely say the Midwest. Right? It does feel like a little bit more chilly, so maybe like Montana, Utah. Holder Bridge, never heard of it. And that's a Pabst Blue Ribbon fucking thing. So we're in the middle of a Gen 3 coverage, and on both sides, we have Gen 1. That's pretty shit. That, however, does kind of help us. You know who has counties like that? It's either Minnesota or Wisconsin. I think it's Wisconsin. I don't actually know where County S or County C is. We did pass a road sign that we would have been able to see. But at that point, we're kind of relying on actually being correct about what county we're in. And then where in that state we actually are. And again, we didn't find any area codes, and even if we did, we probably wouldn't be able to do anything with it. County C, Ancestor Lane. We're literally hoping that our guess is decent. If the Gen 1 didn't exist, I'm sure we would have found something better. And it actually does end up being Wisconsin, just a little bit north. Rum does walk away with the higher score, about 250 points. Not too bad. Would we have been able to find anything? Maybe. Road S and Road C. I guess we could have, but we didn't see anything that said Rage Line, and we went basically towards a national park. So, not much there. Kind of feels like the same location, not gonna lie. I did see the speed limit sign. We do now have Canton, Home, and Farm. Here's a problem. I know of a camp, and that's in Ohio. Does this feel like it could be Ohio? Maybe? Hospital 1 mile, Dakota Midwest Real Estate, 605. We're in the Dakotas, and that should be South Dakota, because I believe North Dakota is 703. That might actually work. So then where the fuck in South Dakota are we? Service Center, U.S. Department of Agriculture, that doesn't fucking help. No town? Really? That I thought was an amusement park. Totally not. Taco John's. Probably a chain. I don't really see anything that stands out, which is a shame. Besides, obviously, this, I think, coal processing plant. Eastern Farmers. You know what? It's the United States, right? So you guys are going to probably laugh at it. But there is a dating website called Farmers Only, where you are a farmer and you date other farmers. I don't know. In first, American Insurance Dakota and crop insurance specialist. But still no fucking town name. Jason Boulevard. Like, I know, like, there's, like, 7 towns in South Dakota, but, like, is there a Canton, South Dakota, maybe? Sturgis, Rapid City, Wall, Winter, Mitchell, Bookings, Millbank, Britain, Leoa, Aberdeen, Millette, Faulkton. I don't quite... Well, there's a Gettysburg. So it could make sense to have a Canton. But where the fuck would Canton be? And why is it not where we're looking? Fucking A. Hopefully we get lucky. I mean, if we find a highway number, that'd be great, too. I think this is Canton again. So we're in Canton, South Dakota. But I don't know where Canton, South Dakota is. And I don't think we're going to be able to find it. Mainly because we've looked, and it's not at the distance we're looking at. There's not much in South Dakota. There shouldn't be a problem. But it ends up being a problem. I don't know where to guess. Maybe over by Gettysburg? If you're going to name one place after another town? Seneca? Yeah, no, we're probably over in this area. Hopefully. Here's Aberdeen. And it does end up being far bottom right. Over by, what do you know? Canton. Right on the border of Iowa. I think we kind of ignored what was over here, because we should have seen that from a distance. I think we did. Fucking A. This is a nice Gen 4. Also feels like we're in the middle of nowhere. But it's nice Gen 4. I can see this being maybe California. Maybe. We did just pass what could have been Interstate 5, which is definitely California. Except that's Washington. So we are actually, what do you know? In Washington. Washington 20. So we're apparently on 5. Here's Vancouver. Goes up. So we're probably in the middle of nowhere. We just need to find Washington 20. Which would be a round circle like this. Off of 5. Toledo. 1250B, 6, 12, 121, 101, 510, 512, 7, 16, 18. So 20 should be coming up. At least according to the way the numbers work. Or did we go too far already? I think we went too far. 532, 534, 536, 11. So it doesn't matter where we fucking look, because we missed it. So let's try that again. Here is 7. Here is 18. The 18 is what's going to catch my attention here. So let's see. It says we're on 5 and it says we're near 80. This doesn't feel like 5. This feels like a side road in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't know where Washington 20 was. Obviously, we missed it on the map. It happens. We're going to continue going west, because I didn't see any sign that said highway, which means it's going to continue to go this way. At least that's the plan. And that's basically going 4-5. Can we see a 20 from a distance? Here's the 18. Here's 410. Here's 7, 507. 507, 6, 12. That's US 12, not Washington 12, and there's 4. So it's definitely got to be north of 18. So we could be like out in the distance. You know, we don't have to be this close to 5. We don't even have to be on 5. A 202 concerns me. Here's the 9, so we should be able to see 20 from a distance. 18, 92, 9, 530. Here's 20. Alright. Going towards 5. That's probably what it is. Lyman maybe. Maybe over here. But I'm glad we were able to find 20. Hopefully we have a decent guess on it, but we didn't really find too much else from that. And it ends up being nowhere near 20. Actually, 20 is kind of north. And the other side of 5. Okay. If we would have gone the other way, would we have found something different? Maybe. We kind of got lost in the sauce looking for fucking 20. We have a river. Lewis and Clark Center, great. Giant Springs State Park. That means we're probably out in the Midwest. Lewis and Clark did their Western journey. Whatever the fuck they did. The Four Seasons Arena, never heard of it. I know who the Four Seasons are. I don't know where Great Falls is. Although that sounds like something you see in the Dakotas. A 406. I'm not actually familiar with 406, although it might be Iowa? Idaho? Oh, God. It's one of those that we haven't learned yet. We have a U-Haul. Nothing. Central Avenue West. Nothing. Obviously, we get a good idea of, you know, if we find out what town we're in, where we are, but I don't know. I need more, like, welcome to this. Interstate 15 and Highway 89. So 15, obviously, does go through Iowa. Idaho, same shit. But it also goes through Utah and some other stuff. So Highway 89 is actually right here. So that could put us in Provo. Because that's Interstate 15 as well as 89. You want to know what the problem is? It looks like it also turns into the same shit. And this goes through quite a few things. So, we don't even know what state we're in, but we're making a pretty terrible assumption based off of a highway. Can we find Great Falls? Maybe. I wish I knew more about area codes, especially states that have multiple. We barely know and remember the one states. You know, the single area code states. 15's this way. The only reason we want to go towards 15 is there should be a sign pointing us to two major cities. One north or south or east or west. Opposite directions, obviously. And by doing so, we might be able to pinpoint a little bit better. Depending on the two cities they give us. They should be major cities since we're not actually on the highway. And it still says 15's this way. So quite a distance away from 15. Is that going to tell us where we are? Entering Great Falls. Do we see Great Falls from a distance? There's an Idaho Falls. I don't see a Great Falls though. Red Rock, Barrett's, Glen, Apex. Everyone remember when Apex Legends was a fucking banger? Great Falls. Alright. At least we're going to get the general town right. We may not be able to get the river, which we should have actually remembered. But we were able to find the town. So, very good. Very good. Not the best, but better than nothing. Why does this not feel like an actual road? Why does this feel so narrow? Is this a bike path? It feels like a bike path. That is a bike path. How the fuck did we end up on that? We do have a city in the distance, so Radu obviously looked at that, got it perfectly. Feels like California, if I'm going to be honest. Like Southern California. We do have white license plates, and we do have license plates in the front, and we do have the red, what I think is the red text up top. Although I'm probably colorblind, and I'm probably missing it. We are going to look and see if we can't find anything that tells us where we are, though. But I can almost assure you, we're not in Florida. I think we only see these in California. Feels kind of decent, I guess. I don't know, 5th Avenue and Palm? Seems pretty dry. There's no way this is Florida. This has to be California. But where the fuck in California are we? I don't see anything that gives us a town name. Obviously we have streets, but what are we going to do? Search every major city for a fucking 12th Avenue? You know how many we're going to find? Too many. Too fucking many. Pacific Real. So that's not going to help us. The Salty Frog, maybe. Palm Avenue. The only thing that makes me want to say Florida is Palm Avenue. I feel like Florida would have a Palm Avenue, and they probably do. They probably have a few of them. And a Jack in the Box. If we could find an In-N-Out Burger, we know for sure we're in California. Like, without a doubt. Because they only exist on the West Coast. That should have had a town name on it. That says Imperial Beach. Sandy and life. Life and sand. Is there an Imperial Beach, California? There is. It's a weird fucking name. But that is our best guess right now as we pass the sign that I think was a state sign. And that's California 75. Do I know where California 75 is? Nope. Are we going to spend the rest of the time looking for it and not finding it? Probably. 37, 99, 4, 49. 75 should be a nice arbitrary number. Here's 70. We're able to find something that starts with a 7, at least. 32, 299, 96. I don't know how the numbers work. 75 should be east to west, but these are up and down, so they shouldn't. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're really, really fucked. Go to the coast, hope for luck. Ends up being south of San Diego. Imperial Beach. It exists. It's a real thing. Well, shit. Yeah, we didn't do so great today. We did break over 20,000. Obviously, South Dakota and California, not so great. Wisconsin, kind of limited by what we were able to travel through, and that wasn't so great. But these two we should have done a little bit better on, and I think we fucked up. It looks like everyone kind of did a little bit worse than normal, except for Rum. Rum did very good today. Which means it's probably a little bit of a harder seed, especially with Wisconsin. But overall, not too bad. Martin is in second at 20,662. We're in third. Scribbles in fourth at 17,793. Seems like it's the same stuff. Either you get Wisconsin or you don't. But South Dakota and California kind of came down to chance. South Dakota, California, a little bit better guesses. And doesn't look like getting a guess in Wisconsin for each analyst. And then Bo in sixth, going with Oregon. Does find the correct place in California, but does not get Wisconsin. But that is going to be where we call it for the day, so thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all tomorrow for another episode. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and bye-bye.